What's up, you two? This is Kevin and Ian with
Yo,
Zero HP, and next installment of Gaming News and Chill. This is April 20, I want to say 29th, right?
yeah,
29th.
it's actually the 30th, but that's because we're recording pretty
Oh,
late.
yeah, that's right. Technically
But it
30.
is
Yeah.
Friday we're recording. It's Friday
Yes.
night.
Yep. So news this week. The biggest news was the NX. The release date for the NX is
Yes.
officially announced by Nintendo, and then they had some other news as well. So your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, we've covered Nintendo quite a bit in
Yeah.
both the last few episodes, just our opinions on where it's going. I did think the most interesting part of this news was that they said they're not going to kind of like go over the details of the NX during E3.
Yep. I saw that as well. They're not releasing any information.
E3
Um,
is kind of dying.
Yeah, I know. I know because all these companies and studios are having, hey, let's have our own convention. like,
Yeah,
so everyone's
it's really
withdrawing from
weird.
E3 and making their own. I mean, there's probably money or some sort of profit in that, or publicity at least,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people were upset that Nintendo wasn't actually going to release a console for this holiday season.
Yeah,
You know,
March is a weird time to
yeah,
launch a
it's a
console.
very weird time. I mean, I guess maybe they're trying to get the people that are just like gonna get off of school. They're trying to hit that little window there, maybe for the summer. Buy this NX and hang out at your house and don't go outside and just play Nintendo games. So,
That's true. I mean, yeah, a couple months later, and they're out going to be out, so that's true.
yep. And that also brings me to the next point was Zelda, whether for the NX or the Wii U, this next Zelda game has been delayed, and there actually has been not been a date to when it was pushed back. It just says it's not due until 2017.
Right.
So I was very excited. I'm hoping they'll still be on the Wii U because I mean I have it and I'm willing to play the hell out of that game. So I'd be very interested in that. But do you think maybe what they're trying to do is release the game closer to their console, the NX, or
Yeah.
maybe even launch title?
Yeah. I'm thinking
Yeah,
they'll launch it, and then they'll put it on
yeah,
Wii U as well. So, I mean, it
yeah,
makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you want to sell your console and you're launching it with a full-fledged Zelda game,
yeah,
it's a guarantee. I'm going to buy it just for that.
yeah. Just there you
You
go.
know,
It's
like
a
if it's a actual gaming console.
Yeah, right. If it's a console and make sure it's at least tailored to have some sort of resemblance to the classic Zelda.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll buy the console just for that game.
it's a console seller. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely, definitely is. So it's a good idea by them.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just
I think it's a good play. It's to most of the fans out there. I know they're upset about that, but you can't blame them for trying to launch it at the launch title of their new console. So
yeah. I mean, for
yeah,
me, and obviously, I might be in a minority, but I don't own a Wii U anyways. In fact, a
yeah,
lot of people don't own a Wii U. It hasn't sold jack shit.
yeah.
So most people, I think, are probably in my area, which is like, well, I'd rather wait to play the next Zelda for the new console, play a better version of it on the new console, anyways. I'm not planning on buying a Wii U anyway in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. And the rumors has it, the Wii U might be obsolete within 2 years. I think I read an article where a VP said that they're planning on moving on from the Wii
They're
U
gonna stop
already.
production.
Yeah, stop production
Soon.
from it already.
Yep.
I was like, that is crazy. I mean, I have a Wii U, and I'm like, that's worrisome to me. And I'm like, so you guys aren't gonna making games anymore for it, or
It
I
didn't.
mean,
I mean, it didn't. It didn't sell. It did
yeah,
not
I know.
sell anything. So that was the
and
problem.
and I think partially the reason why is because of the bad rap the original Wii got versus the Wii U. I honestly think
Yeah.
my personal preference the Wii U is 10 times, not 10 times, maybe closer to 3 times better than the Wii. Cause I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's just the Wii had its gimmicky things, but get past like maybe 2 or 3 hours into Wii Sports or whatever it is, You know, I mean, there was nothing there. You know, there was
No,
nothing.
there really wasn't.
Yeah, and I think the Wii U in recent titles that they have released have been fantastic in regards to the games, the quality of the games, and the nostalgia that they have for Nintendo. So,
Yeah,
um,
I think it was their marketing.
yeah,
Because I've said before with the fact that the Wii sold so many units because they started marketing it to casual gamers and non gamers, and I'm not saying that as a bad thing.
yeah,
Casual gamers are fine, but when you release a second console, that same group is not going to buy another console.
yeah,
The casual and non gamer, the type of person that only owns a Wii in their household,
yeah.
they're not buying a Wii U.
No, no,
You know what I mean? Like they're not. It's the console gamers who will buy your next console, and the console gamers, core console and PC gamers, didn't buy the Wii,
yeah,
and
hmm
it didn't buy the Wii U.
yep,
So
absolutely.
they need to
And
come out. They need to really knock it out of the park with the NX.
they better be making a legit console. I know we've talked about
Yeah.
this in past podcasts, but
Mhm. I do like the idea if they put some kind of mobile thing in it,
yeah,
like if the graphics are the same and you can like take it into your bedroom or like take it with you on a trip or something. Like I think it's a really cool idea, and there's nothing wrong with innovation.
yeah. I
Uh,
that's my biggest thing. I'm like the impact that it'll have on the market if
yeah.
they can do the type of graphics and run the same as the current called Xbox One or the PS4, and they can put it
Mhm.
into some sort of handheld version.
Yeah.
That would be so cool and push that
Be
level
amazing.
of innovation. It'll be
And then bring out and then make your big property games and make original versions of them. I don't want remakes of all the games we've already played,
yeah,
and I also don't want none of the games that we want. We want Metroid, we want Mario, we want
Mhm.
Zelda, we want an actual Star Fox game would be
yeah,
great.
yeah,
Like so they either don't make them or they do them and they're like, oh, we remade the 64 version except shitty this time.
yeah.
So I would love for them to come out with like actual bona fide either sequels or true reboots, like a Ratchet and Clank style like reboot
Yeah,
of their classic franchises, and I will get right back into it.
yeah. That's what sounds like what they're doing.
I
Pushing that
really
Zelda
hope
back.
so. I would be
So,
so excited for that.
yeah.
Like the handheld, like make like
Oh
a
man.
Pokemon. Like I know
Yeah.
they're doing a lot
Oh
of Pokemon
man,
right
that'd be
now, but
so cool.
just make a really classic version of that. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh,
that'd be
that'd
awesome.
be so much fun.
Oh yeah, it'd be
Um,
great.
but so yeah, I mean, tonight's episode is gonna be a little shorter. There wasn't that much
Yeah, a little
going
slow this
on.
week.
Yeah, a little slow this week. The next topic is Uncharted 4 being slightly delayed because of
Yeah.
a very odd situation. And
Yeah,
go ahead, man.
that was weird. I mean, it came out early in the UK in some
Yeah.
areas,
hmm
and they're thinking it's because like this truck that had a bunch of copies of it got violently robbed. So like
Ridiculous.
so it was like
Yeah.
I just imagine like a one of those heist movies.
Uh,
It's like really epic heist movies where they
oh,
blow the street out and like
yeah.
the armored truck falls in the
Yeah.
except for it's for Uncharted copies of
Yeah.
Uncharted. Go go go!
Yeah, I was reading about the incident, and it was like the truck driver said that the armed robbers, so they're multiple or plural of them, they had guns, and they're telling them they stole copies of the game. I was like,
And then
that's
now they're out in the wild,
yeah,
So be careful with spoilers, everybody,
yeah. Please, yes, be careful of spoilers.
because it
That's
doesn't
just
come out till May 10th.
yeah, it's so odd. So, I mean, this is the first time I've ever heard this in recent history that this has
Yeah.
happened.
How do you even identify one of these trucks?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, someone must have worked in the shipping
Maybe.
or receiving, or you know what I
Dude,
mean?
it's sounding
To
more and
know.
more like an actual heist now. Like it was
They're
an
gonna make a
inside
movie about
job.
this.
I know it was an inside job. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's so weird. I've never heard of. I mean, I have heard about the one time they dumped all those ET cartridges into the desert. But not
Yeah,
actually.
after like the great what was that, like the Great Game Depression, whatever, where
Yeah.
they saturated the market, all these shitty games.
Yep. Yep.
None of them sold, and they had to
Exactly.
bury like all of those games. Oh my gosh,
But
great.
yes, I mean that's about sums it up. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, there's no real opinions about it, but I found
yeah.
it interesting when I sent you that article. I was like, wow, I've never heard of something like this happening.
Yeah, it's just that it's so odd I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it. If you sell each game for, I mean, no matter what you're selling the game for, you're making a profit. You
Oh,
know, like
definitely.
so.
Absolutely.
I'm like, why don't they get more of this? Like compared to like say like a gold transport or something like that. I mean, why don't they steal more of these trucks with games inside of them? Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind paying like maybe like $30 to get like an early access game or something like that. You
I
know.
don't know, but it's not going to have patches to fix any possible glitches. It's not going to have
True.
trophy or achievement support. It's not going to have, plus just your gamer tag or your PSN ID. Like, if they can identify, I think, if you're playing it, and it's like 2 weeks before the game comes out, so you probably get banned
Yeah.
if it's, so I don't know. It seems like it's kind of risky. Just wait 2 weeks,
Or
man. It
you can
comes
just
out on the
like
May 10th.
or just unplug your Ethernet from the console, and you don't have to worry about that. Just play it
Yeah, there you
offline.
go.
Just play it offline.
I
But
forgot you could do
yeah.
that.
But yeah, you guys. So again, if you guys have any comments, anything you else want to bring up, maybe for the
Yeah.
next podcast, let us know in the comments below. Of course, always like, comment, subscribe. And any last words, Ian?
No, there wasn't too much going on. Next week there should be some more news, some bigger news. Maybe I know that Housemarque's Alienation is coming out. That looks
Mm,
pretty good to me.
mm.
Um, and then May is a huge month for games.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be
Um,
tons of games coming up.
Tons of games. Personally, it's for me, it's Uncharted, Doom, Overwatch, and Total War Warhammer.
Oh yeah.
All
Oh,
of which are coming out in like a
in
3 to 4 week span. That's gonna be pretty intense. Do you have any games in there that you're looking forward
Oh
to?
yeah, I mean Overwatch, of course. I've been
Yeah.
excited for that. And Total War, of course. I mean, sinking a lot of time to those two games.
Oh, I
Um,
can't wait.
and I'm all about time wasting in those games. It's fantastic. So yeah,
Easy to do.
yeah, easy to do. I do have one. I don't know if you want to do this or not, but I do have one more topic,
Okay.
and it's the last week's episode of Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah,
So
we can do that.
yeah, I'm just a little
Spoilers,
yeah,
spoilers,
spoiler
spoilers.
alerts. So just definitely click away right now if you're reading this. So last week is season 6, episode 1, called the Red Woman. Right? Is it called the Red Lady or Red Woman?
It's whatever,
Yeah,
her name. Yeah.
whatever her name is, Melisandre. Um, so that we'll talk about that. That's near the end. But throughout the whole episode, there was a scene where Sansa. We get to see where Sansa and Theon they survive the jump, of
Yep.
course. They're getting chased, and how badass was it for Brienne of what is Tarth? Brienne of Tarth to show
Hmm.
up and kill 4 dudes. Well, maybe closer to 2 dudes, and the other 2 killed the other 2 guy. But awesome, dude. I mean, like we
Oh,
got to
great scene.
finally get to see Sansa, maybe stepping into her rightful role as the Queen of the North or whatever.
Queen of the Ice, man.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, so they get away. That's pretty cool. We still don't know what happened to Stannis. Nothing has been said about Stannis.
Pretty sure he's dead.
Well, I mean,
Because Brienne said I killed him. Like I'm pretty sure that I think he's dead.
you think so? You never
I
know.
think he's. I don't think Brienne says she's gonna execute someone and then like chicken out. Like, I don't know. She seemed like she really wanted to kill him.
Yeah, she did seem like she wanted to kill him. But that also brings me to the next point: is not, dead isn't always dead. So,
That's true.
my
Were you
the-
thinking they were gonna resurrect John in the first episode?
I still think that actually, not in the
But
first
I was-
episode. Not in the first episode, maybe.
I didn't think they would do it, and then when they opened up the season, like right where the
Yeah.
last season left off, with his
Yeah.
body lying in the
On the
snow, I
snow.
was like, "Wow, we might get him back like right now."
I know. I still think they're gonna revive him somehow. Maybe
Yeah.
not in the next couple episodes, but they eventually will. And the reason why, here's my theory on this: the guys that died up there, the crows that died before, didn't they turn into like White Walkers almost instantly, like within a night or something like that?
Yeah.
I'm like, so what happened? Why is John not turning yet? You
Well,
know?
I think you have to be. I think you have to. I don't think if you just die
Yeah.
It's not like Walking Dead where like it's already in you. I think those guys were killed by White Walkers,
Oh, okay.
like with their swords or whatever. Like it's
Yeah.
something that because you know like their eyes turn blue and stuff. Like I
Yeah.
think you have to be like something has to be done for you to come back.
Okay.
Because like I mean, when they had like warfare in the north, like
Yeah.
they weren't zombies or like you know what I
Oh,
mean. Like
true. Yeah.
I think it's this. I think it's like you have to be. I'm pretty sure you
In
have to be killed
contact, maybe, or something
by
like that.
yeah, like by White Walkers,
Yeah.
or
Okay.
something needs to be done to your body or something. Because the people who turned into they brought them in from outside, from beyond the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
True. Yeah. And then, cause
what a
like that.
terrible way to get John back as a fucking zombie.
The White Walker.
Like
I don't-
that Game of Thrones would so do that. Like, oh yeah, you want John back?
yeah.
Watch him get his head cut off because he's a zombie.
Oh god. But yeah. So not too much on the White Walker in the first episode.
No, it
Um.
was a very like touch and go. Here's
Yeah.
this character. Here's this character.
Yeah.
Here's this
Just
character.
we get to
Very
see.
setup episode.
We get to see Arya.
Mhm.
She's still blind, confirmed blind still after the last
Get ass
episode.
kicked.
Yeah, she. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. The girl that was with her from the last season is now, I guess, it sounds like coming back every day to train her of some
Yeah.
sort.
She's
Yeah,
stick, and we're gonna have Arya Murdoch.
I know, right? Oh boy. Oh boy. Um. So yeah, there's that. Oh, Cersei. We get to see Cersei's her iron will or her vengeance. She is out for blood now. She.
Um, I I know people hate her, and I know she's done a lot of terrible things.
Yeah.
I can't help but feel bad for her.
I do too. I feel bad for
I
all
always
the-
have
Yeah.
from like season one. I feel like the only reason that she is the way she is because she has to be.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. She's like her role is forced on her basically.
Everything has
Yeah.
been forced on her, you know.
That's
So
unfortunate.
if she didn't wasn't as strong and as brutal as she is, she would have been dead a long time ago.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe she'd be where Marjorie is now, because that's, Marjorie is still in the prison,
mm-hmm.
held by this High Sparrow. That guy, man, that guy is ridiculous. He really annoys me. I hate the High Sparrow.
I'm really hoping that like Jamie and like the Kingsguard just go in and just slaughter all these guys.
Yeah,
I think it'd be really funny. Just
Yeah.
just fucking just bloodbath. Just because they're all like unarmed or they carry like sticks.
Yeah, and they carry
Like the
sticks and
Kingsguard could
chains.
just go in and just absolutely annihilate them, free all the prisoners, and just be like, all right, we're order is back in
Yeah, I know. It's like
style now.
the reason why I think that they have so much power is just the people. The
People are
believing-
backing them exactly.
Yeah, so dumb. It's so dumb. So
It's
yeah,
so like realistic though.
I know it is so true
It
It's
has
very-
happened in actual history so many
all
times.
the time. Yeah. So we get her story. Who else's story do we get? So
We
that
did
means
not see Bran.
not yet. Yeah, not Brand, not yet.
He was in the preview for next
He
week.
was. Yeah, that's what I was like. I was interested about that. We did. Jamie had a scene with Cersei, so there. Oh, the Mountain is confirmed a zombie as well.
Zombie,
Yeah,
yep.
he's still a zombie, and the coup d'état in Dorne.
Yeah, I don't really like how they're doing Dorne.
Yeah, they're. I don't know. That's.
I feel like everything we know about Dorne is inside of a palace.
that's true. Yeah.
Like they're not really treating it with the respect that the rest of Westeros is getting. We're seeing all these cities and palaces and rooms and villages and people, and like Dorne is like just a dude in a wheelchair and her and like the guards and the people. That's it.
Maybe they're changing that because I feel like maybe that the reason why they've always been in the palace is because the prince is wheelchair bound. He couldn't leave the palace. So
Mhm.
now that he's spoiler here again. Now that he's dead,
Yeah.
and I guess she is the next in line to take control or whatever. And you know what's
Apparently.
really weird? They killed his loyal guard, the big dude,
Yeah.
but his other bodyguards just stood there and watched him die.
Yeah, they didn't seem to give a shit
Yeah,
about him.
I was like, wow.
I think she's gonna be a terrible ruler.
Yeah, well, I mean, but isn't there? She called him Prince, so which would imply there's a king.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I have no idea. So, But yeah, those are all the characters that we saw in episode 1, and of
Yeah,
course the
yeah. No Bran, no Littlefinger.
no Littlefinger. Oh man, I Littlefinger's gonna get what he deserves.
You think
Yeah,
so?
yeah, he sold her out, man. He knew it was gonna happen.
I feel like he's
Yeah,
too cautious to. I mean, I hope he does, but I just
yeah,
assume that he's not.
yeah. Maybe we'll see.
He'll probably just kill Sansa
Yeah, that's just
after he
sounds.
rapes her
Yeah,
and then burn her alive or something.
probably.
That's how Game of Thrones goes. I have zero like. I don't ever expect anything anymore except for the absolute worst at all times.
That's
Oh,
what Game of Thrones.
Danny, my character.
Oh yes, how can I forget? Daenerys. We saw a lot
They're
of
talking
Daenerys.
shit about her, and she's pretending like she doesn't understand them.
Oh yeah, they're all talking Dothraki.
Yeah, and I love the look on their face when she starts speaking in like perfect
They're like,
Dothraki, and they're like,
what the f-?
"Oh, fuck."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's gonna get put in a palace with the rest of the widows
Other
of
widows, yeah, of other former Dothraki leaders,
yeah,
the Khals.
palace, yeah. So
Yeah.
that'll be interesting. Obviously, we have what's her like her I don't want to call him boyfriend really, but
Oh
uh,
yeah, Jorah and uh, Darren or something.
Dario.
Dario, yeah, there you
Dario.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
those two guys
Those two
are.
are gonna come. They'll come rescue her, I guess. I mean, I don't think they can take on all those Dothraki.
No, maybe I think they'll maybe find the town, the city that she's gonna go to.
Dragon can show up and just burn them all to death.
Yeah, very true as well.
I think if I'm Danny or like anyone in this universe, I'm like, I have no patience anymore. Like, I don't care what the collateral damage is.
Just kill them
Just
all.
kill everyone and
Yeah.
make sure I survive.
You know what's really weird that the Dothraki have that rule that you don't touch the former Cal's wife. Of
Oh
all
yeah,
that's such a weird like rule for a culture like theirs. Like they're used to like pillaging and raping everything. Yeah, so
yeah, but I
but
guess they have the ultimate respect for their own leaders.
yeah, true. Yeah, it could be it.
So,
Uh, but yeah, that was the episode. I mean, we saw the red lady at the end of
oh yeah,
the
there was
episode.
yeah, the Red Woman.
Ugh, yeah, that was
Did that
very.
surprise you?
Not really.
I didn't.
Honestly, it didn't really. It wasn't like. I mean, I was more of like, what does that mean? Like, I was like, the necklace has been keeping her alive this whole time. Is the necklace related to the red god or something?
Yeah, or I don't even know if they,
Yeah,
because like people are pointing out there's a plot hole where she's in a bathtub without it and she still looks
yeah,
young. But
yeah,
Alyssa and I have the opinion that like I doubt it's a trinket that keeps it that way. I think
yeah,
they just used, she took it off and placed it down
yeah,
just so that we didn't actually see the transformation.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So she
yeah.
puts it down and then we go back and she's
Maybe,
old.
maybe it's her devotion. Maybe because she was questioning herself in that
Hmm.
scene where she saw Jon Snow. She said, "I saw him fight in the fires at Winterfell," and she's like doubting herself. Her doubt is maybe affecting her power of some sort.
Yeah, it could be
Maybe,
something like that. Yeah, I mean, there's a
yeah,
lot of different possibilities about
yeah.
that. So, but I mean, a lot of people are like shocked that she was that old, and I was like,
Uh,
well, I guess I mean, not everyone would read the interview. I read an
yeah.
interview with that actress, and she was
Oh,
saying, "Oh, this character is like centuries old."
yes,
Like
yeah,
I've always known that.
yeah, exactly.
And I
I
guess
know.
it's just, we just read that.
Yeah, I read that in an article as well, so I wasn't super surprised.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, it makes
You
sense.
know, it's same religion and magic that can resurrect should also be able to maintain life as well. It's the
Oh yeah,
same,
dude.
one and the same kind of card.
I always bring back the scene where in that scene where the Brotherhood without banners, that guy gets cut in half and then brought back to life.
Hmm.
I was like, what? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
shit's real.
impossible. It's not impossible, you
No,
guys.
we know. I mean, and nothing even came of those characters at all. So there's
Yeah,
no reason for them to show us that whole resurrection thing unless it's going to come back as a theme somewhere, and it's got to be here.
yeah, gotta be.
And I wonder if like the rampant theory of John coming back is like, do you think it forced their hand at all, or do you think? We'll have to find out if he does. If he doesn't get resurrected, like people are going to be really, 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 really pissed.
Um, I think it's a little bit of both, but they're leaning with playing because I know that they took the script, the writing, the finished materials for the series from George R. R. Martin. He
Yeah.
knew
He
he knew
knows
how
the ending.
yeah,
That apparently, like the stuff that's going on in the show,
yeah,
never happens in any of the books at all. Now
yeah,
we are
yeah,
100% away from the books at
yeah,
this.
exactly. So now we're seeing some new stuff. So maybe I don't know. It's hard to tell without reading the ending. You know, if they're sticking close to its material or they're just kind of winging it. Because I know you have to take some liberties when it comes to making movies or shows and stuff like
Oh,
that. Yeah,
totally.
just
Yeah.
for cohesiveness and stuff like that. So
Plus, now the show won't spoil the books.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know. I was really disappointed for the first 2 seasons or so. And I was like, I know exactly what happens here. You know,
Yeah.
so I'm glad. I'm glad. But yeah, that's our little review on episode 1 of season 6 of Game of Thrones. We said short and sweet, so there we go. That's
There we
it.
are. Half an
Perfect.
hour shorter than normal.
Yep, there you go. Appreciate you guys and peace.
Later.